If you have been working for the past 10 or 15 years, there's a good chance you have basically reached at the age or probably a stage in life whereby salary isn't the problem anymore. You can pay the bills, you have a roof over your head, maybe you even started a family. Maybe. Okay. From the outside, life looks pretty good. Yet, every now and then, you still find yourself wondering if this is really what you're meant to do for the rest of your life. Okay. I had this kind of question before, way, way before. Not because you don't like working, but sometimes it's because you feel there's something missing in your life. Okay. So I see this very often in other people. Okay. They don't realize it, but usually I see it on other people. Okay. Many professionals spend their years try to climb up the corporate ladders. They either become a managers, they become senior managers, directors. They try to achieve everything that society tells them that you should be doing this. Yet at the end of the day, they still feel unfulfilled. They go back, they just feel empty. So the reason isn't really because they are feeling ungrateful, and it's isn't because they are lazy. Okay. Sometimes, like as the title, if you feel stuck, that's how they feel most of the time. They're simply using the word strength, like I can do this, I really want to go push forward, I'm strong enough. Okay. So that's one of the reason I enjoyed studying Bata. Because on the contrary belief to what many people actually think, Bata is a fortune telling. Not really. Okay. So Bata isn't just predicting your future. It is a system or a tool for me, it is a system or a tool whereby we are able to understand or discover how you naturally designed to contribute to the world. Okay. So once you understand that, work stops feeling like a survival. You feel like you're starting to enjoy what you do. You started to understand why you do it, or probably you even understand there is something more in life than just waking up at a 9 to 5. Okay. So it starts becoming something much more meaningful to you. For today, I would like to begin with the very first day master. But before that, please do follow me on my social media account. So if you guys can actually see over here at the top, we have my YouTube channel. If you have not followed my YouTube channel, and if you're looking on pretty much on the left here, I can't really point that towards there. That's my other social medias. And if at the bottom over there, if you would like to join the community, you may do so. Just scan the QR code or type in the address and follow me on the community. Okay. So inside the community, I'll be posting mostly regarding the tongsus and how you can actually use it on daily basis. So you're interested? Scan it. Right? Scan it. I would also like to remind you, please plot your chart. If you have not seen your chart, this is the Barter chart. Now, this is just an example. Yeah, it doesn't mean for today's lesson. This is just an example. Okay. If you guys want to plot your own chart, scan the QR code, or you just go into the website. It is not sponsored, by the way, by any company. I'm not sponsored by them. I just use this system because it's really user friendly and I kind of like it. So scan it or go into the website. It's a web base, so you can actually use it anytime you want it. You don't need to download it on your laptop or your phone or your tab. You just need an internet. Okay, so get your chart, key in your date of birth, time of birth. If you have it, if you don't have it, it's fine. Then after you need to key in your gender. Once you have done that, you should be able to plot this chart. Whether you need to convert according to Chinese calendar, Gregorian calendar, or wherever you are, Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere, no need. Don't need to convert. Put in your date of birth and time of birth as per your birth certificate. No need to convert anything. Right, let's move on. So for today, I shall begin with our very first day master, the Jia Wood, or as I like to call it, the rooted oak. Now imagine you're standing in front of a giant oak tree. It doesn't rush to grow. It doesn't compete with the flowers beside it. It simply grows stronger every single year. The roots become deeper, the trunks become stronger. Eventually, people starts gathering beneath it for shelter. That's exactly how I see a Jia Wood. It is a place people can rest, gain comfort, provides a habitat for all the animals as well for us as human beings. So Jia Wood isn't someone who chases attention. Jia Wood naturally becomes someone people depend on. So if you are a Jia Wood, surprisingly enough, people will actually come to you and they sort of ask you for help most of the time. Most of the time, yeah. They will ask you whether can you help this, can you help that? Oh, I'm having troubles. They could have just done it by themselves, but they rather ask you. Okay. So it could be either they're highly dependable on you or you're just naturally talented in that. One of the biggest hidden talent of the Jia Wood is this. They naturally create direction. Just like the trunk. It goes one way all the way up. Okay. Or they'll follow the sun. Now, they enjoy building systems whereby they can actually follow a systematic way of doing certain things, or I would say SOP. Yeah. They enjoy improving processes and they, of course, they enjoy taking responsibility also. They are not the type of people that is afraid to carry the weight of others. Sometimes other people tend to avoid, but they rather carry the weight for the team. Okay, so they are much more of a team player rather than anybody else. So this is why you actually find them. Jia Wood usually will lead the team instead. They are naturally take up that kind of position. Yeah. So they build business, they managing departments, or probably they can mentor younger colleagues. They love to do this. If you are the type of person when a newcomer comes into the office, naturally you offer them some help. You guide them and tell them probably this is the admin department, this is the finance department, this is the boss who you should be reporting to, where should you be getting your stationaries, etc., all that stuff. Okay. It's because you are simply wired in such a way. It's not your fault. You're not wrong. You are just wired that way. You tend to help people, whether they want it or don't want it. Now, the good part is that you're helpful. The downside is that not everybody wants to be helped. So you need to observe this very carefully before doing something for them. Okay? You need to observe this. Now, this is a very important part why many Jia Wood become very frustrated. Now, imagine planting a mighty oak tree inside a small flower pot. Big tree, small pot. Now, the tree is going to be probably healthy at certain period of time. Yeah. The roots are still alive, but it has no room to grow. Correct? So just like yourself, you want to expand. You want to grow further. You want to be better than where you are. But because of the situation or the environment that you put in is not conducive to you, so you feel like as if you're stuck, like you can't expand further than that. So many Jia Wood professionals spend years in job where every decision has already been made. Everything and anything. Okay, so every idea needs to be approved. You feel like every process is fixed. You're like every day feels exactly the same. You will sigh again and again. So eventually, you will start believing that you have lost your passion. Now, I need to emphasize the word believing. You yourself said it in your mind that you have lost your passion. Okay, so in reality, I would say, you have not lost your passion. You're just simply outgrown your working environment. Make sense? Okay, so let me be clear. This doesn't mean you should quit your job tomorrow. Please don't do that. Okay, don't ever quit your job the moment you listen to this. No, it just means that if you're a Jia Wood person, those of you that's watching the video right now, if you're a Jia Wood person, find the opportunities to lead. Volunteer to improve a process. So if there are certain processes that can be shortened or can be um, made efficient, do that. Observe it. Analyze back again. Okay. Take ownership of a project. Now, I don't know whether you guys have a town hall per se, or maybe you have a meeting with a whole entire group, and there are opportunities that start to pop out and asking the entire group of people who wants to handle this project. You should be the first to raise your hand and take the ownership of a project. Now, what happens if it's in a situation somebody else has handled the project, but they didn't complete it? You should take ownership of that project too. You get what I mean now? Yeah. So build something, okay? Because every time that you do that, you're feeding the part of yourself that is naturally that wants to grow. Yeah. So this part over here is your characteristics or maybe your strength, I would say. So based on this, you are determined and dedicated. You will change accordingly as and when needed. As and when needed. If the system doesn't need to change, it won't change, which is a challenge for you. Okay. You're highly competitive, just like the big mighty oak tree. Surrounding tree, it's your main competitors. Just like the root, they compete for nutrition, they compete for water. Just like you. You compete for the top position, you compete for the next level in your career. It's a healthy kind of way. Don't do it in such a way that you need to downgrade everybody else just to survive. No, don't do that. If possible, grow together as a team. Okay. You will also like to be in a situation both has a win-win, meaning you win something, your colleagues or your team also win something. What happens if you're not working with somebody else? What happens if you own a business? If you own a business, then it's best for you to have a win-win situation with other people that shares probably the same industry, or probably you can create the synergy from other people. One thing I've noticed after reading hundreds of barter charts, the happiest Jia Wood people aren't always the richest. They are the people who feel they're building something that truly matters in their life. Okay, so they're building a business, they're building a team, they're building a community, a family, a legacy for the generations. Because that's what a rooted oak does. Okay, it doesn't exist for itself, it creates an ecosystem whereby other people can rely on. So, if you're a Jia Wood, don't spend your entire career trying to fit inside someone else's definition of success. Every each person have their own definition of success. What is your definition? If you can't see your definition, or probably if you don't know your definition, this will be a very good time for you to find out. Okay. So build a life where your natural strengths have room to grow. Because when the oak has enough space, it doesn't just grow taller. It becomes a place where other people find shelter too. So this could be something that you work towards. All right. Okay, so that's all I have. Now, if you have any questions, please do drop us an email, which is down there, adamfengshui@gmail.com. If you resonate with the video for today, make sure you comment below. Tell me what is your day master. If you don't know your day master, it's okay, it's fine, because this is going to be the 9-part series, 10-part series to be exact. This is going to be the 10-part series, and I'll be covering each one of the day master. So if you guys want to know more about your day master, make sure to comment below, share this video, and don't forget to like it. Till next time, see you.